Welcome back to another episode of Body Basics. Today is the first day where I'm trying to get back to a little bit of normality and a healthy lifestyle after a very exhausting and just a messy 2 weeks of just mess. Obviously we moved house and that was like a full body workout for just like 5 days straight, which was just exhausting. I then got ill. We then had to stay in a hotel for 3 nights because the whole house was being rewired, and we pretty much lived off takeaways for 2 weeks, and by the end of it I felt pretty terrible. I felt it just wasn't nice. So today is Monday and it's the perfect day to just get back to being healthy and get it back into a routine again and picking up where I left off, hopefully. And I kind of planned this video to be more of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back in terms of heart rate training, because I thought I'd lose loads of fitness and any progress that I made. I went for a run the other day and it turns out that it actually made me better at heart rate training, so I don't really know what that's about. But yeah, a lot of strength has been lost. My mobility is absolutely terrible now, like that's just completely gone out the window, so I've got to pick up that again. And running is more of, it's not a loss of fitness, it's more of a motivation kind of thing, because a lot has changed in the 2 weeks in terms of mindset, and I'm going to explain that to you. And what I mean by mindset is not necessarily the fact that I'm losing motivation to run or anything like that. It's more about what I want to share on this channel. And basically I feel like this channel is becoming very much surrounded by heart rate training, zone 2 training, math training, which I do enjoy making those videos because I like the fact that people do relate to them and it helps people out because they might be struggling with their journey, and coming onto my channel and seeing somebody else going through the same thing, it's nice that people can relate to it. And I definitely want to make relatable content because that's kind of what I'm about. Equally, I don't think I'm going to be sharing any more data surrounding it because people have too much opinion on it, and it's not that I can't handle it, I just feel like heart rate is very specific to the individual who is experiencing it, and people all have different backgrounds, and I feel like if somebody is going to say something about your heart rate zone or how you're doing it, it's a personal thing and it can kind of, it affects me basically. I get worried about my heart rate sometimes and I just don't want to go through it. And yeah, that's kind of what I want to say. I don't want to keep going into data because that's kind of not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to get fit, and the whole reason why I wanted to get into the fitness industry in the first place is because I want to inspire people to do hard things, run, lift heavy, and just get moving and create healthy lifestyle habits. And to be honest, this 2 weeks has been the longest I've had off training in 2 years. So maybe I became a little bit obsessed with training. I'd never really allowed myself to have some time to reflect or to have some time off. And I guess it kind of became a little bit obsessive. So having 2 weeks off definitely gave me the perfect opportunity to reflect on what fitness means to me, why I'm going into the fitness industry. And to be honest, I think making content and being on YouTube and stuff like that, you kind of become obsessed with things like Strava and data and trying to be good at what you do, when in reality, the main reason why I enjoy fitness, why I've done it pretty much my entire life, is because I want to be healthy, I want to be functional, I want to move well, I want to perform well, and I just want to I want to be healthy basically. I just want to make sure that I'm being active, get my body moving every day, even if that's just a walk or just some stretching or some mobility. And I think I'm not really sharing that part with you. So yeah, just having a little bit of a moment. And it doesn't have to just be about the physical side of things, it's also about the psychological aspect of things as well. I feel like because I haven't trained for 2 weeks, I've done pretty much nothing. I've done no stretching, no mobility, and I barely even walked. And it's definitely taken a massive toll on the way that I'm feeling, my mental health. And there's been some pretty low days recently of just not wanting to do anything, and it's just not nice. And fitness for me is, obviously I want to be healthy, but I also want to feel good about myself, and daily movement is a massive part of what I believe in and what I do. And it's not just about heart rate training, basically. There's more to fitness, there's more to running than your heart rate. And to me, I go outside to feel good, I go to the gym to feel good, and that for me is the most important thing in terms of fitness. So I'm not saying I'm not doing any heart rate training videos, but I definitely want to do less of them and focus more on the health side of things and inspire people to get moving, to show them that they are capable of doing hard things, and everyone can run, everyone can lift heavy, and daily movement is the most important thing.
Definitely missed all of the nice weather from last week. Tell you what, it is an absolutely disgusting day today. I've got no waterproofs on. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I bought a New Balance jacket which ripped as soon as I put it on. And yeah, I think I've missed all of the nice weather that we've had recently, which is a little bit annoying, but we're outside, we're moving, and that's the main thing. I think what's even more annoying is the fact that with heart rate training there's a lot of walking, which I talk about quite a lot, and the fact that it's cold, it's raining, it's just generally just really miserable. Stopping and starting is not nice at all. This cat's nice though, from Hoka. Jack bought it me, and I think I needed to replace the beanie hat with a cap. Now it's getting a little bit warmer, a little bit sunnier, fingers crossed. Oh. See, I've kind of dedicated myself to one day of filming a week of running because it affects my heart rate, which I think I spoke about in the previous video. Oh, heart rate training, still hate it. Since having 2 weeks off though, my heart rate training has definitely improved, so I think there's going to be a number of factors because of that. I think maybe I was overtraining a little bit, and where I used to live, the house was basically, as soon as you left the house, you had to go up a hill no matter what direction you went in. Whereas my new house, it's a little bit flatter, so the heart rate isn't instantly going up and stuff like that, basically. Like I keep saying though, it's just so nice to be outside. I've not really been outside that much in the past 2 weeks, so after being back in a routine again and running and stuff like that, I feel so much better for it.
So it's a little bit later on in the day and I've got my dinner. We've got halloumi with chicken, pepper and onion with soy sauce, ginger and honey. And then on the side we've just got some leftover pasta with cheese in it from the other day. So I'm going to look into this and then hopefully it tastes nice. Tastes nice. So that was actually a very nice meal. It was basically just thrown together, and I'm not the most creative cook and I'm definitely not the best cook, but you had your fats in there, your protein, your carbs, and it was just a very nice meal if I do say so myself. So I'm pretty proud of that one. Anyway, we're in the gym. I'm about to paint this wall, well, finish off this wall, put the third coating on it. We're getting some more paint tonight, and basically if you've seen the previous video and you're following the whole gym build series, you'll kind of know where I'm up to with it. But what I did want to say is I wanted to tell you about the run. So basically the run went really well. Again, I don't know if it is because I took 2 weeks off, or I don't know if it's because I live on a flatter street. It sounds really stupid, like it just does. I live literally 5 minutes away from my old house, so there isn't really much of a difference in terms of the area that I live in or the routes that I'm doing, but it could be a factor. But if you are interested in the data side of things, then I'm not going to go into it on here, but you can follow me on Strava, or just if you want to have a bit of a nosy, feel free. I'll link it in the description below. But yeah, 2 weeks off has definitely improved the whole math training, heart rate training, and I wish I could give you an answer as to why, but I genuinely have no idea why it has improved so much, especially after I basically thought that I was going to lose a lot of fitness, and it seems that I've actually gained fitness. So again, I have absolutely no idea why, but we'll take it as a win. I also just wanted to briefly mention the short-term goals that I've set myself. I think I probably will make a video on it, but basically I want to get daily movement in, whether that's running, walking, strength training, mobility, stretching, just something that's good for the mind, something that's going to make me feel a lot better, and it's something that I've definitely neglected over the past 2 weeks. So daily movement is like the big thing for me at the minute. I also want to eat better because, like I said, I've just lived off takeaways recently and I'm feeling a little bit sluggish. So even though I don't necessarily count macros and calories and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to be just focusing on eating less, but not really tracking it, because I feel like I've got a good idea of what to eat now. Like, I've been training for a while, and yeah, I just don't want to stress over things like my fitness pal and stuff like that, because that's when things get a little bit sour for me. I don't know. I just can't do it. Basically, it's not good for my mind, and we don't want that. I also want to focus on my water intake because that's something that I'm very good at usually, but again, recently, something I've completely neglected, and I'm going to aim for around 2 litres of water a day because I've got one of those massive water things which I've not drank out of for a while. So water intake, again, massive part of what I want to achieve moving forward. And yeah, just being outside, being outdoors every single day and focus on my mental health, focus on my performance, focus on moving better, and not really having those goals where I'm stressing over numbers and stuff like that. So they're my short-term goals. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here because I've got a lot to do and I'm going to finish off this wall today. So hopefully, well, by the time this video is out, you'll have seen like the finished thing, which is probably just going to look like this, to be honest. It's literally a white wall. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like if you did, because it really helps the channel out. If you're new, please subscribe because I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.